Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. This is Sriram V. I am from the tech advisor team of HCL Automation Orchestration Suite. Today, we are looking at an insurance domain use case, an insurance claim registration use case specifically. This is in the healthcare domain. So, this is healthcare insurance. A claim case, typically when received, will consist of two parts. So we would have the application form. We would also have all the relevant documentation attached along with the application form. So once the registration claim case is, or once the claim case is received, all the claim registration information is captured from the claim case. The relevant documentations are also captured. uh, the documentations, if they are not complete, an update checklist is prepared, a pending letter is issued to the customer, and then you keep checking on the pending letter status. In case the pending letter is responded to and you get all the documentations needed, the claim is accepted, and a notification is sent to the claimant that the claim is accepted. Now, there could be the alternative case where, let's say, you don't receive the documentation itself. In this case, the claim is said to be cancelled. The claim is cancelled, and also the claim cancellation reason is stated on the case. So, this is the typical uh, flow of the process for claim registration. Now, the same when done in HCL Automation Orchestration Suite. I'm going to use the chatbot interface now. Typically, the claim case, once received as a file trigger, will invoke the job stream. Now, in this case, I'm going to submit the job stream manually. So I'm going to go ahead and submit this particular job stream manually. Now, once the job stream is submitted, in this case, there are two agents where the job stream resides. So I have to confirm the relevant agent. And once I submit this particular schedule, this is going to go ahead and submit this job stream. Now we have the job stream already in execution. Now, once I enter this particular job stream in the monitoring page, I'm going to look at the job stream view. So the first job is going to scan all the insurance data. It's going to capture all the relevant fields like the address of the claimant, the date of the claim, the hospitalization claim amount, the claim number, all the sum of the medical bills submitted, OPD bills, sum of all the OPD bills submitted, the SSN number, the tax identification number, the total claimed amount, also the type of claim. In this case, it's a hospitalization claim, also the ID of the claim. So all these details are captured. Additionally, you also have the insurance data captured. So you get all the insurance data uploaded to a DB. So once the data is captured, also needs to be uploaded in a DB. In this case, I'm using a MongoDB. The third job is going to scan the image data, that is all the documentation data. Now, in this case, this particular job has failed. So, this in turn is going to send out a notification to MS Teams that this particular step has failed. Of course, you can have the same info sent on an email, or also as an SMS, or also as a ticket. In this case, we have used MS Teams for notification. Now you can look at the job log of this job directly in the UI, or I could also look at it in the chatbot. So I can also monitor this job from the chatbot interface itself. Now, as there are multiple instances of this particular job, I would have to select the relevant instance, and this in turn is going to give me the status with the. I can also download the job log. I can look at the relevant error, decide what course of action is to be taken. I'm going to perform an corrective action to resolve this issue. And then I can also go ahead and rerun the job from the same chatbot interface. So, from the same chatbot interface, I can go ahead and rerun the particular job. Now it's going to ask me which particular instance that I'm interested in. I will select the particular instance that I want to rerun. This in turn is going to rerun the job. Here, as you would notice, the job is now getting rerun. So I'm also now capturing the image data. So this is capturing all the documentation information. So this includes the address of the claimant or the hospital bill number, the hospitalization charges. Now you would notice that the medical bill charges are not captured. It is showing as not applicable. The OPD bill number, the OPD, the customer name, the OPD charges, everything else is captured properly. Now the image data is not captured. Also, the docs data that is captured is to be uploaded. So there's another job that is going to upload this data again to a MongoDB. At the same time, I'm also doing a completeness check. So I'm doing a completeness check to know if the indeed everything is intact, all the data from the image is intact. Now, as we know, in this case, the medical bill charges, bill number data is not captured. So this in turn is going to satisfy this condition that this is the data is not complete. So this is going to send an email out that this data that is captured from the documentation is not complete. So it's going to send a mail out to the with the claim number stating that documentation is not complete. Also, the other job in this case, which is doing the completeness check for the insurance data, has also failed. Um, Now, this in turn is going to send a notification out in Teams that the completeness check for insurance data is not has again failed. Um, so again, I can take corrective actions in the background, resolve this issue, and then rerun this particular job. Now, once I rerun this particular job, um, this is again going to check if the insurance data is complete in the application form. So since all the data is captured in this particular case, this is not going to satisfy the not complete condition, and so the subsequent jobs are going to get suppressed. uh, but you would notice that in this case, as the image data was not complete, this sent out a notification to the claimant that the all the documentation data is not in place, and there is something to be addressed, as we saw with the medical bill number and the medical charges. So some documentation that is missing. So in this way, the whole process is captured end to end in a seamless fashion, and the whole process can be invoked in an event driven fashion for every insurance claim case that is submitted. So this will be repeated every time an insurance claim process or an insurance claim case is submitted. The whole flow will be submitted dynamically, and the whole process, as you notice, completed within a matter of what, a few seconds. And even if there is a problem with any of the steps, we have a variety of ways in which to notify you that there is a problem. And also, in case the problem is to be addressed automatically, it can also be addressed with conditional branching. Also, all the erroneous scenarios can also be rectified automatically in the within the flow itself.